love Vietnamese food because it's distinct and all of the ingredients are really exciting. I'm going to use the Vietnamese flavours to create a lovely sauce to go with my crispy skinned salmon. In a mortar and pestle, add 1 clove of garlic along with a little bit of salt. And by adding the salt, it's going to break down the garlic so we get a really soft paste. And when it starts to get sticky, that's when I add the chili. Now I'm using long chili here because I don't want it to be too hot. I know Vietnamese food is very spicy, so if you do want a bit of a big kick, use the small little chilies. Now we can add our other ingredients. With Vietnamese food, it's all about balance. Sweet, salty, sour, spicy. So for the salty element, I need even amounts of fish sauce to water. So 1/4 cup. May seem a lot, but it is absolutely diluted down with that 1/4 cup of water. And I'll mix that together in the mortar and pestle. And now for some sweetness, a little bit of caster sugar. And incorporate that until it's dissolved. And then for the sour component, good old lime. Now every sauce is going to be different depending on how juicy your limes are or how spicy your chilies are or even how big your garlic cloves are. So it is important to have a good taste after you've added all the ingredients. I'll do that now. Perfect. It almost immediately awakens your palate because there's so much going on there. That is outstanding. We can get on to the fish. Bring the fish out of the fridge 20 minutes before cooking. Allow it to come to room temperature because it means it's going to cook evenly. For crispy skin, pat the skin dry. That's what I've done just with a little bit of paper toweling. And then with a really sharp knife, score the skin, not going all the way through to the flesh, with 3 or 4 slices. Now I've got quite a large pan so I can fit 3 lovely fillets of fish. And instead of adding a little bit of oil to the pan, I like to add the oil to the fish, just a small film of oil. You don't need too much at all. And then rub it all over the skin, turning it over and then onto the flesh side. Just a small amount of salt and nothing more because it's all about that sauce. It's going to flavour this fish later on. And then a little bit more seasoning on the skin because that is also going to help with the crispiness of it. Now skin side down into the pan. I'm using a ceramic pan and this is going to help create that lovely crispy skin. By placing the pan on a medium heat, it's going to allow the skin to not only slowly go crispy and also really thin when it comes out, but also it's going to help cook the fish evenly. There's nothing worse than having black skin, so overcooked skin, and then the fish is not cooked. So medium heat is perfect for this. And I'm going to cook it for about 4 minutes on this side and then finish it off for 1 minute on the flesh side. While that's happening, I can get on to my salad. How the flesh has gone from that deep red colour to white, that's a good indication that it's almost cooked. So let's turn it over and have a look at this skin. Oh, can you see how it's blistered? And it's crunchy. Love it. Fish is resting, so I'm going to finish off my salad. In this bowl, I placed in some spring onions, crunchy cucumber, and probably one of my favourite herbs at the moment. My dad's growing this. It grows so well. This is Vietnamese mint. It's a cross between the average mint that we get everywhere, coriander, with a real big hit of pepperiness. I absolutely love it. Now I'm going to finish this off by adding some of our really lovely Vietnamese sauce or dressing. This style of dressing is called ngoc mắm, and a few big tablespoons of that, including all that garlic and the chili. And I'll give that a mix. Got really fresh colours. Smells so good too. And the last thing that I want to add to the salad are some fried shallots. And I'll just reserve just a little bit for the garnish later on. Mix that through. And now we can plate up. I'll place one of these gorgeous and perfectly cooked salmon fillets onto a plate. And to ensure that skin doesn't go soft, We're going to put the salad on the side, not on top of it. A nice, big, generous amount of that salad. A little bit more of those crispy shallots. And because this sauce is so addictive, I'm just going to add another puddle in the bowl. Just like that. That is a beautiful way of serving salmon. And for that crispy skin, a few things to remember. Bring the fish out of the fridge, season it well and pat it dry, score it, and always have a good pan so you get the best results.